Hello and welcome to highlights of stage 2 of Itzulia Basque Country from Ugoa Mirabalas to Igore. Misha Brodivol goes into the day 5 seconds ahead of Millie Cousins and Margot Vigie at 7 seconds. It's a tough day in the saddle. 4 categorised climbs along the route, 2 intermediate sprints. 116 kilometres, 1,959 metres of elevation. It was Julie van der Velde of AG Insurance Soudal who would go on the attack. Just inside 47 kilometres to go. The AG Insurance Soudal rider had been on the attack on stage 1. And in the Basque Country, the climbs are absolutely relentless. They come one after the other And Van der Velde crested the summit of the Gerakits climb. Took 3 points in the Queen of the Mountains. It would be Marta Jaskulska and Justine Hechera that took the 2 and 1 points respectively over that climb. Earlier on in the day, Demi Vollering taking maximum points over the Lamandeo climb with 79.7 kilometres to go, and Justine Hechera had taken the first Queen of the Mountains of the day. Van der Velde's gap was small. She went over the Arietta climb with 35.9 kilometres to go, taking 3 points, moving her up in the standings in the Queen of the Mountains classification. She was now chasing seconds and to try and move up in the general classification. The AG Insurance Soudal rider had started today 5th on the general classification, 8 seconds down, and she was heading towards Larabezu, which would come with 20.1 kilometres to go, and that would be our intermediate sprint point. Attack after attack from the bunch behind. It really was relentless. But with many of them just being controlled, it did mean that Van der Velde managed to hold her advantage. She would eventually be joined by Dilexine Meermont of Ceratizit in the red and blue, and Mintje Geerts of Team Visma Lisa Bike. They came together, worked strongly at the head of the race. They went through the intermediate sprint point with Van der Velde taking 3 bonus seconds ahead of Meermont and Geerts. As the attacks from the peloton continued, Silke Schmulders and Paola Patino making it up to the breakaway group. Just outside 13 kilometres to go, they were about to be caught when Silke Schmulders attacked for the second time. She would be joined at the front by Mireille Meiring and Rosita Reinhout, and this trio would take it right down to the wire. Plenty of uncategorized climbs along the route. Overnight leader Misha Brodivol had 2 teammates left to control affairs. Into sight of the finish, Meiring and Schmulders trying desperately to hang on. Would it be elation? Would it be heartbreak on this occasion? Unfortunately, with around 150 metres to go, the winner of stage 1 and SD Works Pro Time, Misha Brodivol, made contact, came over the top, and behind her it was only Liana Lippert, Soraya Paladin and Sarah Van Dam trying to get on terms, but Misha Brodivol took her second stage of this year's race in the same way as she did last year, extended her lead in the general classification with 1 stage to go, and more importantly, keeps the 100% record for SD Works Pro Time. No other team has ever won a stage or the general classification in Itzulia Basque Country. Misha Brodivol takes the stage ahead of Liana Lippert. Great results for the SD Works Pro Time rider. Soraya Paladin taking 3rd spots with it. 10, 6 and 4 bonus seconds. Misha Brodivol takes another stage win. What a season she is having. The general classification now looks like this. Misha Brodivol leads Liana Lippert by 12 seconds. Julie van der Velde up to 15 seconds in 3rd. Vigie, Paladin, Vollering, Van Aert, Meermont, Segato and Jaskulska, your top 10, with Guy Segato taking over in the best young riders blue jersey. We head to Donostia, San Sebastian for a tough final stage. Make sure you join us for more action tomorrow.